The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They go play action now. Jackson. And that is incomplete here.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Now it's Jackson. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up first and 10 at their 36-yard line. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 7. Now here's another carry for Harris. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's third and 6. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a third and 6. Purdy now to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I know some guys that love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Purdy from the gun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Here's 2nd and 7. This time Jackson will throw it. Steps away. And he's out right at the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
Don't worry.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. It's Barkley on the counter. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. 1st down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt, and that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been in a...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 79 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Harris, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
These 2 teams all tied after 1. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, They almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd down and 4. Now Purdy. And that is incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Purdy will set up to throw it here. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a toss right to Barkley. Running right through him. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 44. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Throwing is Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 36 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? That's the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Purdy. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Second down, here's Barkley again. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 1st down, and they go back to Harris. And he stopped immediately there. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10. Purdy. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Barkley, toss play left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Jackson now. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
First down, Ravens.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. To the right side into the hands of Flowers. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Second and 5. Now it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now Jackson rolling to his right. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 51 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Harris running straight ahead. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll run again with Harris. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw, Purdy. Calvin Austin, 28 yards. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
Boswell for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Running again with Barkley on second down. Shifts past him. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Anytime you hear the term an explosive run, most teams I know define that as any run over 10 yards, and they got that and more. How about a lot of credit for the big guys up front? That offensive line firing out, creating plenty of space, and a big run ensued.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On second down, here's Barkley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run with Barkley. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Purdy now to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Operating from the gun, Purdy. Completes this one to Pickens. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. But he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Purdy. And that will be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Just obviously a gigantic play by the defense here. You see where we're at in the 4th quarter, Charles. 4th and long, they felt like they had to make a big play through the air, but it's the defense, not that offense, that comes up with the huge play.
And I love the countenance of the defenders. So calm, so ready, no nerves and evidence at all. And they came through with a big play that has them on the verge of a victory.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Purdy now on 2nd down. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Oh, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Here it is, 4th and inches. They run for it with Harris. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Purdy's throw complete there to Johnson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Purdy to throw. Got his man. It's Warren. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now 2nd and 4. Here's Purdy. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. To throw is Purdy. Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Boswell's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, that's one part of the equation, puts them back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They still got the 2 timeouts, but without that 3rd one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he has the Ravens 1st down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division, you knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Ravens, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.